Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about this knife. It's Chris Reeves Pacific. It's a fixed blade knife. It's actually a stainless blade, but the alloy is pretty awesome. This knife is really expensive, but in my opinion, it's like the best knife I've ever had, ever. 6-inch blade, it's got a few serrations here, and it's got a finger guard, so if you were to stab something, your fingers don't slide up onto the blade. It's got these little serrations on the back for your thumb and gives you a lot better control. It's got a G10 handle. It's like a compressed cloth with like a resin in it. It's pretty solid, feels really nice. On the back you have a bit of a skull crusher. You know, if you were to hold it like this and hit something, that'll do some damage. Also, you have this groove here, so you can hold the knife like this and do intricate, weaving or whittling work. It's got a clip point, so when you stab, it pierces better. It's also a 1/4 inch thick. Most knives aren't that big, but this is. It's got a gun coat finish on it. They put that on firearms, and it's pretty durable. You can see a couple lines in it there, but other than that, I mean, this thing is as tough as nails. The blade is really, really hard. You need a diamond sharpener for it. I tried carbide, and I actually chipped the carbide with it. It's a stainless alloy, but it actually holds an edge better than like 1095, and it's about as corrosion resistant, maybe a little more so than 440C. It's pretty awesome. It's S35VN, but it's also really expensive. So I splurged on it, and I probably shouldn't have, but now whatever, I have it, I like it, it's nice. It came with some cheap nylon cording on here, so I replaced that with 550 cord off my spool. Also, the sheath here came with it's got 2 belt loops here, and it's got like MOLLE attachments on the back, and then it came with this like cheap nylon crap cord on here. I replaced that with 550 as well. What I'm going to do with the ends here is probably just fold them up underneath and weave them back through here so that they're not hanging down. I really am not crazy about the camo, so I'm probably going to buy this sheath in black. I'm also going to modify it. I'm going to cut these off, and I'm going to put a longer piece on it and put a swivel in it like you'll see on a Serpa holster, so I can have a thigh sheath instead of a belt sheath. The reason I'm going to do that is if I'm carrying it with a backpack on, I need it to be lower so that the handle's not poking up into the waist strap. It's got a Kydex guard on the inside that's screwed in with a little rivet screw type thing here. I actually flipped it so it's left-handed, because I'm primarily left-handed. So that's that. I noticed this is already stretching out, and the knife doesn't click in like it did the first day I had it. So that kind of bothers me, but the sheath is not made by the same people that make the knife. It's got a little pocket up front here. You can put like a sharpener or a fire starter or something in there. I'm not really sure what I want to put in there, if anything. Velcro is kind of I don't know, it's kind of cheap in my opinion. I would have gone for something more durable, like a snap, like this here is an elastic snap. It's really, really secure when it's on there. I would have done something like that over here, because when you're pulling this open, it's going to wear out. You get dirt and snow and mud and everything in there. It's not going to stick. So I would have changed it, but I didn't make the thing. So that's that. I'm also going to talk about my my Paracord bracelet. This is like 8 feet of 550 cord. I didn't put anything on the end here, but I could have. I make these differently than most people on the internet. Most people use like 2 pieces. They'll lay one out, and they'll have a knot over here, and they'll have their loop over here, and then they'll weave a second piece this way. and they'll have 8 feet total, but you want to think about it in usable feet. If you have 8 1-foot segments, it's not really going to do you much good. If you have 1 8-foot segment, that's a lot more useful. So I do it with one piece. If you guys want to see a video on that, I can try and videotape myself making one of these. I use my phone to make these videos, so that's going to be kind of hard, but I'll figure it out. 8 feet's okay. I personally want a little more than that, so I did this. This is not king cobra. It's actually just a doubled cobra weave. If you look at it, you can see it's just 2 on each side instead of 1. It's a single piece, single cord. Basically what I did is I measured the length that I wanted it. I tied a knot in the end, and I made the tips come out the same direction as the loop. I started up here, I wove it down, and then I wove back through and traced the steps that I made all the way back up to the beginning. And what I was going to do is take these ends and fold them through. You can see the singles there and there. I was going to fold the ends like that back down through the middle. Problem with this is it's like a 1/2 inch too short, and it kind of pisses me off because it took forever to do, but is what it is. Learning experience. Hope you guys do it better than I did. I didn't tighten it up either. I left it loose because it pissed me off. So that's that. I'll probably not tie a knot here. I'll probably get like a metal bead and put it on there. The reason I would do that is if you unroll this and you have to use it for something, you have a weight. It's a lot easier to tie a weight on the end of something and throw it, like if you're going to throw it over a tree branch or something like that. It's a lot easier to do that with a weight on it. So I would probably put a bead on the end of here. But I just wanted to show you guys that. Also, same thing here. This was going to be a pull. I just kind of tied it to see how it would look. That's why the ends are so huge. But I did 4 braids on each side. Again, 1 piece. And it was going to be a pull for the zippers on my bag. What I ended up doing is the same thing I did here. And I can get like 6 or 7 feet in something that small. I did 1 on my bag so far. I'll show you what that looks like here. There we go. That's what 1 looks like. I got to cut the end off. I forgot to do that, but pretty decent. And I have 9 zippers on the outside of the bag. If I do 6 to 7 feet on each zipper, that's 50 to 60 feet of cord just on the zippers. It takes up no space. Get another 20 on my arm, and I have about 300 in another project. I don't know that I'm going to show that though, but I'm probably gonna have close to 500 feet of paracord when I'm all said and done. So anyways, that's my video on my knife and my bracelet and my pulls. Hope you guys learned something. If you like the knife, check it out. I got it from knifeart.com. Reeves Pacific. So anyways, that's that, and I'll talk to you later.